this microphone's on. Anyway, about 7 years ago, me and my friend Ellery met in a small university in New York State in America. And we almost immediately, as soon as we met, started talking about doing a really, really long bicycle trip. And and the original idea was to do the entire thing through Russia. We were inspired by a man named Mark Jenkins, who's now a writer for National Geographic. And he did this ride when it was still the Soviet Union through Russia. There was no road from around the area of Blagoveshchensk to Chita. Now there's partially a road, but we were really inspired by his journey. We thought it would be an amazing thing to do. And over time, we kind of became more and more serious about actually going and doing this trip. About 3 years ago, we did an 800-kilometer walk across Spain. It's called the Camino de Santiago. It was a religious pilgrimage route in the Middle Ages, and you can still do it today. And it was very, very difficult. About halfway through, there was a large period of rain, about a week straight of rain. We were just walking through rain and mud, and it was very difficult. But by that time, we'd walked about 500 kilometers on foot, and we started thinking, well, maybe we could do 16,000 kilometers by bicycle.
It seemed not that hard, really.
At that time, it didn't seem so silly. And with the walking, we were like, wow, we could go so much faster with bicycles. So here we are.
And also, I spent a semester in St. Petersburg, Russia, and I fell in love with Russian culture. And I thought particularly that after a long day of riding, the Russian banya was probably the perfect cure for any sort of sores that you might have. And so we started talking about it more and more. We set a date. We said, after the Camino, we said 2 years. We're going to do it.
We'll finish school, and then that's next.
And lo and behold, we spent about 2 years saving money and finishing school. And then the last 8 months planning this trip.
Yeah, I mean, really just starting the trip was an adventure in and of itself. It was a lot of work, just working to save the money up. I moved back in with my parents for a long time to do it. And then just a lot of research, reading about where we were going to be going, researching what we would need to bring. And then the thing